David was full of ideas and a thirst for fun. This time he decided to throw a unique party, a blind date party where each friend must invite a stranger through a dating app. The idea seemed crazy but very tempting. Everyone laughed while discussing the potential awkwardness and unexpected encounters, but in the end they agreed. It was supposed to be a fun and carefree evening, full of adventures and new acquaintances. As everyone gathered at David's house, they were in high spirits. Sarah, Emily, Oliver, and Grace began looking for candidates for the party. The evening promised to be bright and fun. "I found the perfect guest. This guy is an artist," Oliver announced, proud of his choice. "And I have a fitness instructor," Emily happily added. David turned on loud music, poured drinks, and everyone was ready for fun. Soon, the first guests began to arrive, and the atmosphere was filled with laughter and chatter. Each new acquaintance seemed unusual. Everyone discussed their interests, and the evening was going wonderfully. However, after a while, when the party was in full swing, Emily was laughing, went to open the door, and suddenly froze in place upon seeing on the threshold someone she least expected to see. Her ex-boyfriend Mark. They broke up more than a year ago, and it was not an easy story. Emily was literally stunned. "You here?" she said, not believing her eyes. "I didn't know you lived here. I was invited," Mark replied awkwardly. The situation was uncomfortable. The still fun party suddenly began to lose its magic. Emily felt her mood plummeting. She had broken up with her ex on a very negative note, and she was not ready for the meeting. "Maybe I should leave?" Mark asked, noticing her confusion. No, stay," Emily replied quietly, trying to maintain a facade of calm, even though she was starting to feel shaken inside. As the evening went on, Emily tried to distract herself by engaging in conversation with friends and guests, but Mark was constantly nearby, which drove her crazy. After a couple of hours, the tension became unbearable. Everything that had seemed fun now felt like a heavy burden to her. At some point, when Mark approached them, they couldn't hold back. A frank conversation began, which quickly escalated into an argument. In front of all the guests, Emily and Mark began to clarify their relationship. "You don't even remember how much you hurt me back then," Emily cried out, unable to hold back her tears. "I remember and I regret it, but I didn't know it would turn out this way." "You didn't give me a chance to explain everything," Mark replied, clearly trying to remain calm, although he was also on the edge. The guests began to look around, realizing that their evening fun had turned into an emotional whirlwind. Even David, who had always been the life of the party, fell silent. He tried to somehow smooth over the situation, but it was too late. Emily could no longer stop herself. The finale of the party was ruined.